What's up, Bear Nation? We're just sitting here talking, and we were just talking about winning today. I'm sorry, winning tomorrow, losing today. Another point that I'd like to make, and this is obviously its own video, is that there is no substitute for work ethic. We should pray to our Creator as if it all depends on Him, because it does. We should work as if it all depends on us, because in many ways, it does. Now, I'm not taking away from the Aleph and the Tav, the Alpha and the Omega, His ability and divine right to do whatever He sees fit to do. But if you read the Word, which I do, there's this beautiful synthesis that happens between praying as if your life depends on it, because it does, and then acting. And that's how I have tried to live my life. I've not always been good at it. I get a little bit better at it every day here lately. Historically speaking, yeah, I'm not very talented on a long enough timeline of being that guy who always goes to the Father and asks His provision and blessing. But that's okay, because it gives me a unique and powerful testimony to be able to talk to people who otherwise might not be able to receive what the Father has for them. So it's all good. But work ethic is such an underestimated part of the equation today. Everybody wants things to be easy. And listen, frankly, they are. Our lives are far easier than they were even 50 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, hell, 100 years ago? Forget it. Every one of us, our great-grandparents, were hard people. Even those affluent great-grandparents were still harder than we are now, because technology has, in a lot of ways, softened us. It's made things easier. But it's also made things easier in a good way. Now more than ever, you can hop on the internet, create a Shopify store or an Etsy store or an eBay account or an Amazon resellers account and start earning income. You can start Jimbo's paint service out of the back of your Toyota Tacoma with a handful of business cards and a couple of good Yelp reviews, and next thing you know, you're looking for 3 more guys to work for you. Work ethic. You know, what did Henry Ford say? A lot of people miss opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. Paraphrasing. The point being that nothing just happens. Nothing just happens. We should seek counsel from our spiritual leadership, from our brethren, and from our Creator. And then we should go to work. Just start doing. You know, I see this when we go do missions. Invariably, the question is asked by myriad different people. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then what do we do? We'll figure it out. What do you mean? See, work begets work. We're going to start in these things, and then while we're doing these 2 things, 5 more things are going to materialize. Then we're going to have to prioritize and execute on 3 of those, because we can't do all 5. And believe me, by the time we finish, there'll be more here than we can do. Just start working. You know, my old man told me, he said, son, you can do anything you want to do. And this was not one of those, you know, nice platitudes that parents serve their children in the hopes of making them feel all warm and fuzzy. My dad's not really a warm and fuzzy guy. He said, son, you can do anything you want to do. It just takes 1 word. Start. Just start. And now, I don't know if he was speaking to me specifically or the world at large when he said that, because I have a couple of unique attributes that perhaps make me slightly different than other people. But hey man, once we're going, we're going. Wow, I really want to get fit. Start exercising. Wow, I really would like to have more money. Start working more hours. Start a business. I don't know where to begin with preparedness. Start. I'd like to form a relationship with somebody that's meaningful. Start. I feel this longing in my heart for my Yahuwah Elohim, my Father God, but I don't know what to start. Start. Just start. That is likely one of the most powerful pieces of advice my father has ever given me. Just start. It's work ethic. There are days, and there have been days. Good morning, Sam. Good morning. You want to say hi to the people? Yes. Yes, I see you. Okay, good talk. You can be my armrest. There are days when I am so physically exhausted that I fall into bed and I stay there until my alarm goes off again. There are days, and there have been days, many, where my body hurts so much that moving is unfathomable. There are days where I have felt so physically exhausted that the emotional toll that it took to even contemplate getting up and moving again was damn near oppressive. It doesn't matter. Start. Get up. Go do. Never underestimate work ethic, and that's what I'm getting here. You can be extremely talented. If you don't put in the work ethic, it doesn't happen. You can be extremely blessed. If you don't put in the work ethic, it doesn't happen. You can have the greatest opportunity of all time. If you don't put in the work ethic, it doesn't happen. You know, there are some who like to make the comment, well, it's easy for you to say, you've got this YouTube channel. 2 years ago, this YouTube channel had 27 people on it. We now have produced over 1,500 pieces of content for YouTube and Patreon. Work ethic. It's work ethic. And it's the Father blessing us in the work that we do. This channel is by no means the entirety of what I do. There are 3 businesses and a ministry that I run as well that I'm not very good at promoting. I'm not a shameless self-promoter. I mention it sometimes, and when I do, many people get up in arms. Oh, look at this guy trying to sell stuff again. You don't have to buy anything from me. You don't have to patronize our ministry. You don't have to do anything. That's okay, because we will win on merit and work ethic way before I will beg anybody to do business with us, which is cool, because you can do that when you bootstrap. And we're bootstrapping all of this because of work ethic. I built my first business from $700 in assets to a $1.4 million valuation between the ages of 17 and 22 by work ethic. I have been all over this country, done all kinds of things that people said couldn't be done. Literally, engineers going, there's no way to do that. Work ethic. Watch me. Tell me it can't be done. That's one of the, perhaps the best ways to motivate me. Another thing my dad knew. Tell me it can't be done. I'll prove you wrong. But it's work ethic, and it's work ethic in life. Preparedness being one facet of your life. And so you could go micro with this, and you could pick up a few more hours so you get some OT, so you have the money to buy the preparedness stuff you want to, and that's great. Work ethic. Or you could go macro with this and just apply it to the entirety of your life. And the overarching theme of your life would change to one where very likely you would experience a greater amount of provision and blessing by beseeching the face of your Creator and working your ass off. Lastly, people say all the time, Bear, you look tired. It's not because I get poor sleep. It's because we've got things to do. And if we don't start doing them, they'll never get done. So let this be encouragement to you. Go do. Get started. Start moving. I've got a guinea to kill. Shalom, y'all.